Python set. Okay, so set is a mutable data structure, so set cannot be indexed, and duplications are not allowed in sets. It can store different types of objects. This is our set, so it has to be written inside a pair of brackets. Those are curly brackets, and it has to be separated by comma every time. I mean, these all set, dictionary, and a list. In every case the definition is quite similar. Only thing is that in case of dictionary and set, these are curly braces. In case of list, it is bracket. Okay, square bracket. So this is how it displays all the items in the set. Okay, okay, so here we have union, 400, 300. These two are coming from set 1, and from set 2 and 200, and from set 2 we have this 100, right? So basically new set is a subset of set 1. So in case of union, we should not take, after union we should not have duplicate values. So here 100, 200 and 300, and here 100, 200, 300, 400. So this set is contained inside this set. The union of it will be this set only. Okay, so always remember that in set operations, in set union operations, we cannot have duplicate things. We cannot repeat it. So already in set 1 we have this 100, 200 and 400, and new set we have 100 and 200. So it is obvious that once you take the union, duplicates won't be allowed. It is actually an addition kind of thing. Only thing is that duplication won't be allowed. Okay, next, so here this is my one set, this is another set, or we can call it set 1. This is, let us say, set 1, and this is set 2. So this will be then set 1, and this is set 2. So these two sets we are intersecting. Intersection means common elements we are going to print. Okay, common element. So what are the common elements? 100, 200 and 300. These three elements are common to both the sets. So using intersection function we can find those common elements. Okay, so 200, 100 and 300 common elements, right? So basically what happens, intersection, you have a set. So here it is 100, 200 and 300, right? And here it is 100, 200, 300 and 400. So basically what we are doing, we are taking set 1 and then the intersection. Intersection is a function that has been already existing in Python environment. Yes or no? Now once you call this is by default, it will come. By default it will take. So once you call intersection function, what it will do, intersection generally looks like this. So A intersection B is nothing but like this. Okay, this is A intersection B. Okay, so A intersection B means the common element between A and B. Now here common element is 100, 200 and 300, right? The common element is nothing but 100, 200 and 300. These are all common elements. So here you are passing set 2. Set 2 is this one, and this is already set 1. So this function will intersect these two and it will print 100, 200, 300. What is union? Union is just the opposite of intersection. So let us say this is set A, this is set B. Let us say in set A we have 200, 300, 400. Set B, let us say we have 400, 500, 600. Once you take union of A and B, 200, 300, 400, 200, 300, 400, everything from this set will come first. First you have to do that, whatever is there. In case of union, everything from this set will come, and then from set B, whichever is extra, you have to add that too. You have already added 400, so 400 you should not take from here because it is already there. This 400. So you remember in set, no duplicates. No duplicates in set. Set won't allow to put any duplicate value. That is basic property of set. Now if you do so, then 200, 300 and 400 has already come over here, and 400 you won't pick because this is already existing over here. 500, 600 will come. So this is union. Okay, the union operation just now I shown you. This is intersection. Intersection means a common element between two. Okay, so this is there. I hope you understood, right? What is your accessing element in a loop? This you can accessing element in a set can be done using loop. So this is a set of fruits item. This can be accessed by using for loop. Just that you have to write a loop variable which will go through the set and it will print all the elements. Okay, so these are the elements. These are the strings that are actually reading. It can be integer, it can be anything. Okay, this thing. So add function is there. Let us say I'm going to add apple to this set. Okay, that is a sure possibility. You have to write new set dot add apple, and these are all existing element in the new set. Just if you add it, it will add. Okay, so you see these are the elements already existing, and the last one is orange has come over here. Sorry, apple has come in the third 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th position. Instead of adding, you can do the same thing in the update function. So let us say this is my set, which is orange, grapefruits and all, and then this is my new set, which is mango, and then I'm going to update this new set with the set 1. So set 1 will be added another element which is mango. So mango has been added. So this can be also achieved using update. So students, one thing I want to tell you that in all cases the linear data structure that Python has, that is set, then tuples, then dictionary, and then list. These all cases, this update function, then delete function, clear function, add function, these all are common. These all are common in. So removing items from the set, just you have to use remove function, and then finally if you print, so discard function will discard this fruit from the existing set. So you see, and then finally if you print it, lines, that means it has popped from this set, it has popped the last element. So if you add another element, let us say banana. So first we will run this, and then if you delete, then banana will be deleted, not the lines. banana has been deleted. And finally, if you print it, and then you are getting these two. So by default, this pop function deletes the last one. Remember that. Okay. Use another function which is clear function. So normally clear function, what it does, it simply clear the element from the set, but the set remains the existence of set remains there, right? In case of remove and which is the other one, remove and discard function, the complete set get deleted. But in case of clear function, I suppose it should, if you clear it, the set will remain as it is. It will be empty set. So basically clear function empties the elements from the set. Okay, that is the difference between set and a clear function and remove function, or clear function and delete function. So we'll see the delete function here. You will see once you delete it, delete function, set 1, if you are deleting it, then whole set will be deleted, and then finally if you want to print it, so you see name set is not defined. That means delete function also completely deletes the set. Okay, then you can join two element using union. Just now I think I have already shown you, but again these are the two sets we have, and you can use this union function to make combination of both the sets. So in this case, you see it is not that AB, CB and DC and then 10, 20, 30. It is just that I mean one element from this side, one element from this side, right? So DC, then 20, then anyway it doesn't matter actually. Anyway you write it, these elements, there is no specific order in this. These are unordered things. So I don't know. I don't think this order has any significance. Okay, these union operations. Okay, but anyway they have followed that alphabet and then digit, alphabet and then digit, alphabet and digit. Okay, but if you give here let us say 100, 200 and 300, whether they will maintain any order. So 120, 210, 330. You understood? Intersection, already you have shown you intersection, and then there is something called intersection update. So intersection update method will keep the common element between sets. Okay, let us say this one. If we work intersection update, what is the difference between intersection update and normal intersection? Keep the elements that are common elements. Okay, so if you run it, it is and then you have to print it, right? So set 1 equal to this. So set 1 you have to print. Okay, so it is only printing the first one, intersection update. Actually this one is the common thing. This one is the common thing. So intersection update and intersection, I don't find any kind of difference. Okay, if you don't write intersection update and simply intersection, let us say set 1 dot intersection. Yeah, so intersection update, the implementation of intersection update is little bit different, students. In case of intersection update, directly you are doing the operations from the in the set itself you are updating. Okay, the meaning is that set 1 is getting updated. Set 1 is getting updated by intersection update. Whereas in case of only intersection, you have to take the result, because this guy will give the results. That result you have to store somewhere. Basically this is mandarins and limes, and then this fellow is the common one, and this common fellow will be stored in, let us say, in some other variable, and then you have to print that. Okay, so there is little bit of difference. In case of update, you are updating in the set 1 itself. So this is one good thing in set. Okay, then you have another we have another interesting set operation that is called symmetric difference. Okay, so symmetric difference is except duplicate keep all. That means just the opposite of intersection. So in this case, in set 1 we have these two, and set 2 we have these two. So if you take symmetric difference, then set 1 will be updated by which element? By the element that is not common variable. It's not working. Earlier problem is that it's not updating, so for that we have to take one variable x p, and then you have to print it over here. In this case, what it does, the elements which are not common, those elements are printing. That means banana and limes are not common element, they are printed. Okay, so this is also interesting, symmetric difference, remember that. Then we have another interesting operation which is called disjoint operation. So disjoint operation is just a different type of operations which that means there is no common element. Okay, when there is no common element. Similarly, like intersection, this one only, the last one, symmetric difference only, similar type. Disjoint method, if there is no common elements in both the sets. False. Disjoint operation returns false. Why returns false, students? Because we have a common element, mandarins. Okay, this is the common element. So this element is there. That's why this set 1 and set 2 is having common elements. So it is not disjoint. It is not disjoint. So if you take here, let us say apple, and if you take here, let us say mango, then it will return true. Now we have no common element, true. Okay.